a royal announcement from the palace. The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot, Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball.
They say he wants to find a bride he may find on the ball. If only he proposed to me.
I pray that he'll propose to me. Should he propose to me?
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermintrude, Guinevere Macy, Margaret Ann is giving a ball.
I wish I were a leader girl. I wish I were demure and sweet. I wish I were a bolder girl. I wish I were a younger girl. I wish I were an older girl.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of His Majesty King Maximilian, Godfrey Ladislaus, Leopold Sidney, Frederick John is giving a ball. What today, Your Majesty? First you slay the dragon.
And the giant?
Yes, and the giant. Then we announce the royal ball.
I know, Harold. My life is amazing. I just wish it had more meaning.
Oh, sire. You're probably just tired. Here, let us stop and get you some water. You there, peasant, fetch some water.
Harold, don't speak to her that way. How do you know she's poor?
Just look at her. She's filthy.
Here you are, sire.
Thank you, kind lady.
Give her some money.
Why?
It's charity. You have money, you have things and she doesn't. You give her some of your things and she doesn't start a revolution against you.
Spare change. Spare change.
Here we go. The moment you bring up charity, out comes all the layabouts.
Here you are, old woman.
Be gone with you!
No, good sir, please. Marie is harmless. She lives in the woods and only comes into town to gather what others have thrown away. She's gentle and sweet, but, you know.
My hair tastes great. Want to try?
No, we don't. I think we're fine. You are a kind friend, and having a good friend is what this world is about. Come, let's journey on.
Thank you for saving me back there, dear. I will repay the kindness someday.
That's not necessary. Did you know that man? He was so handsome and kind.
That was no man. That was the prince, slayer of giants and dragons. He will be king soon.
That man, you think he is a world leader, but he appears to have a heart. Marie, you are crazy.
That may be so, but that was the prince. Look at your coin. His face is on it.
Why, it is him. Here, Marie, you take it. Buy yourself something warm to eat.
Cinderella! Cinderella!
I have to go. Goodbye, Marie.
Cinderella, come along. Cinderella, shut the door.
Cinderella, my chair.
Cinderella, my chair. What about my chair, Cinderella?
Cinderella, it's freezing.
Poke the fire, Cinderella. Really? Cinderella?
Cinderella, really?
Now, my daughters, I want to talk to you. Well, not you. I want to talk to my own daughters. That girl? Always. wants to sit down.
No wonder she never gets anything done.
Now, Joy
Yes, ma'am.
and Portia,
Yes, ma'am.
as you well know, my little moppets, this ball that the prince is giving is for one purpose only.
To choose a bride.
Exactly. And every girl in the kingdom wants to marry the prince, including you two.
Yes, ma'am.
On our shopping tour today, I bought you the most beautiful gowns with all the frills and frou-frou my purse could afford. So whether or not you marry the prince, you'll both have to marry somebody this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, okay.
Now, there's one thing you must remember. When you want to marry a man, you can't rely on your beauty alone.
No, ma'am.
That does not mean, however, that I want you to neglect your appearance. Our family has always been noted for its beautiful women. So now, let's all go and get our beauty sleep. I'm exhausted from all that shopping.
I'm all tired out too, Mother. Going from store to store the way we did.
You're tired?
Yes, I'm tired.
Well, I suppose you think you're the only one that's tired.
Well, who bought the most?
That has nothing to do with it.
That has everything to do
Go
with
to
it.
bed, both of you.
Yes, ma'am. Race
I'm gonna
you.
get you.
Oh, no, you won't, sucker.
And you, don't just sit there gaping at me. Make yourself useful.
Yes, stepmother. How can they be so tired looking at all those beautiful things and buying so many of them? I was too excited to be tired. Oh, I love this room when they've all gone out and there's nobody here but me. Well, except you, my little friends. I'm as mild, as meek as a mouse. When I hear command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a mermaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her sin made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game. I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, in my young little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my glory, and I've got to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own
A fine father you are.
What do you mean? A fine father you are.
I mean, you never worry about him.
Why should I worry about him?
Because he isn't happy.
Oh, he's happy, all right.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married?
Look at your belt.
How could I have gained so much weight in 5 years?
Because that's all you've done for 5 years, gained weight. You haven't worn a court costume because we haven't given a ball in 5 years. The royal tailor will have to make you another suit.
But that'll cost money!
Wait until you see what this ball's gonna cost. Enter.
What?
The chef. Have you planned the menu for the ball?
Your Majesty,
Your Majesties.
list of the bare necessities.
A list of the bare necessities. For what?
For 1,700 guests.
That seems a lot. Don't have any king crab.
Very well, Your Majesty.
I hate to see that written on a menu. King crab. Seems like a comment on my disposition.
1,000 baby lobsters for the salad.
Wow.
And 500 pheasant for the pie.
Ay,
1,000 pounds of caviar.
1,000?
Hush.
It's more than the sturgeon can supply.
I told the steward to get us 40 acres of lettuce and 600 suckling pigs for roasting.
What about the marshmallows?
Who wants marshmallows?
I do.
Why?
For toasting.
Surely you'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets.
Some modelized steaks, a rack of lamb, and veal you raise to braise.
Limburger cheese and gourmandise, Gouda Gruyere and blue.
Chunks of Swiss and barrels, please.
Make sure it's holy too.
Puddings and pies, a rum souffle, succulent chocolate rounds.
Cream puffs we can eat all day.
To gain some royal pounds. Everyone, let's buy some more food. I don't think we have enough food. And also, I've been looking at this gown, and I think it looks really pretty. So I should buy a new gown, and that new tiara, and those new shoes. And I should redecorate the palace, and change the flooring, and the chandeliers, and get some new plates, and utensils, and silverware.
Where is this money coming from?
Your wallet. Thank you, bye.
Oh, hello, Father.
Oh, hello, my boy. Christopher, how are you feeling?
Fine, Father.
You're not unhappy or anything, are you?
Why, no, Father.
Ha! Just what I thought.
Well, it seems to me, sir, that you are a little bit tired.
I am tired. What do you think of that darn ball?
Oh, that. Well, I'm not exactly excited for the ball, dancing with all those candidates.
Candidates?
Yes, every simpering girl in the kingdom, determined to show that they're the perfect princess for me.
Yes, I know how you feel, my boy. But your mother's got her heart set on this affair. So it's best that we don't let her know how we feel. It would break her heart.
I know.
Oh, hello, my dear.
Hello, Mother. We were just talking about the ball. It sounds wonderful.
Does it?
Yes, I was wondering if I could help with any of the preparations.
Well, yes, dear. Maybe you can.
Well, see you later.
Allison, can you hand me that blue bottle?
Getting a cold?
Vapor rub?
Better take something for it. Don't want a red nose at the ball.
Cinderella, my hat.
Cinderella, my gloves. Cinderella, my flowers.
Yes, we do. Come along, girls. Have a good time. Oh, I wish.
Hello, Cinderella. I've come to pay the kindness you showed me.
Oh, thank you, Marie, but
Foddly rollin' fiddly dee, fiddly faddly foddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Marie, are you my fairy godmother?
Yes, I just knew I would find you in that same little chair in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
Foolish? What's wrong with dreaming?
Foddly rollin' fiddly dee, fiddly faddly foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle. Well, you try to come up with a rhyme on the spot like that.
But isn't every girl dreaming and wishing she were at the ball tonight?
Why aren't you there?
My stepmother, well, somebody has to mind the house.
Do you know what I would do if I were you? I'd leave them. If you want to be a servant, you can go some other place and be paid.
You mean leave my stepfamily? I don't think if father were alive he would like that. Why don't you believe in wishes and dreams, that one day something marvelous and magical can happen?
Well, I don't say that once in a while something marvelous and magical can happen. Only thing is, it's dangerous to believe too much.
Why?
Well, you get in the habit of sitting back and expecting things. You've got to help yourself, you know.
I know. I always wind up just wishing and dreaming. I don't suppose it does any good at all.
Well, I don't say it doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, everything starts with a wish.
Do you know what I was wishing tonight?
I'm almost afraid to hear.
I was wishing that pumpkin out in the yard would turn into a great big golden carriage that would take me to the ball.
And what were you going to do for the horses?
4 white mice were turned into horses.
And were you going to drive them yourself?
Oh no, there'd be a coachman and a footman too. Oh, and I know what you're gonna say, fold-a-roll and fiddly-dee.
Yes, fiddly roll and fiddly dee.
It's impossible, I suppose.
Impossible.
If only I had a guardian angel, or if you could...
Oh, good joke. Very funny.
Just the same, I'm wishing in the name of every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. I'm wishing that by some magic or foldy-roll and fiddly-dee that I can go to the ball tonight.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fold-a-roll and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. Impossible.
But if you could be a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, and now you're my fairy godmother, then anything is possible, right?
I suppose so.
Then you could change it all. You can make it all happen.
No, but you could change it all. You could make it all happen.
Well, never I couldn't.
You're right. It's all so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fold, roll, and fiddly-dee, of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say.
And because these daft and dewy adults keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Well,
Godmother, but I don't understand.
and you don't have to. Come on, if we don't leave now, the ball will be over before you get there.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carrot. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice are easily turned to horses. Such folderol and fiddly-dee of courses. Quite possible.
For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy adults keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
It's possible.
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 Well, have a lovely night.
Aren't you coming with me?
Oh, heavens no. All I can do is give you your wish. What happens from here is up to you.
But I'm afraid to go out by myself.
You needn't be. Except for one thing. Do not stay beyond 12 o'clock. See that you are in the carriage and off for home before the clock strikes 12.
Why is it so important I leave before 12?
No more questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Next. Next. Next.
No.
Next.
Do you like hot dogs? Because I really like hot dogs.
Ow, what's your problem?
Next. Next.
Exhilarating, isn't it?
I'm afraid our son's having a worse time than I am.
I've lost track of the prince.
He's dancing with joy.
Is he? Oh, that joy. I want a shot at him! Your Highness, may I say something personal?
Yes?
I think,
You think?
very nice weather this time of year.
Perhaps you shouldn't be so personal.
But my mother told me to say something personal to you.
Then maybe you should go back to your mother for further instructions.
I'm gonna be a lawyer, just like my namesake in Shakespeare, the Merchant of Venus. Her name was Portia too.
Really?
Yep, and one day I'm gonna stand up in the courtroom and say something how like, hold things for a second. The quality of mercy and then strain, you know?
I'm afraid I do.
It was the best I could think of. No, wait, excuse me.
Would you like to dance?
Now this party's beginning to look better.
I wonder who she is.
Watching him dance with that lovely creature, you know, it takes me back
To when?
to the first time I danced with you, my darling.
I wonder who she is.
I never saw that girl before. Whoever she is, he clearly likes her best.
Why? Have I met you before?
I don't get out much.
The strangest thing has just happened to me. I don't know what it is.
That's exactly the way I feel.
Do you have any idea what it is?
No,
Perhaps we should go over our history together.
it isn't very long, is it?
Minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling. The room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
Why on earth would he pick her? She's not pretty. I know, right? And she didn't even line up to dance with him. And she came late. Really late. What? Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why can a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm. And with every little trouble, I can break a little arm. Ow! Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan's. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds a room. Clever, cunning, ever charming. That's why make him seem special. Aw, it's a pity I'm as pretty. Plus I've got the patience of a perfect saint. So I'm waiting, always waiting. Nevertheless, I'm in a mess. Loosen my dress. Help me, I'm sorry to say. A high-strung girl like me. Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate She's the man of the hour. Nope, man. What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
The ballroom's too crowded.
It's nicer out here.
Yes, it is.
I really must be going,
Why?
because I promised my godmother.
I'm sure your godmother wouldn't mind if you're a little late.
Oh, no, she won't. I have a strange kind of godmother.
And you're a strange kind of girl, not even telling me your name yet.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Of course I would. I'm sure whatever your name is, the most beautiful name in the world.
Midnight? No!
Please, wait.
Chris, are you out here?
I thought I heard someone scream. Your Highness? Christopher?
What happened, son?
We were talking, and suddenly she ran away. I found this glass slipper on the steps. I know it is hers. Father, I must find her.
We will, son. We will.
May I send the herald to the kingdom and search for her?
Of course.
Herald, see that this slipper is shot on every young maiden in the land, no matter how unlikely. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Highness.
Find that girl!
What a night! What a magnificent affair!
Were there many people there?
I should say about 5,000.
They must have a very large ballroom at the palace.
About half a mile long.
And such beautiful music for dancing.
Oops. Did any of you get to dance with the prince?
I danced for about an hour.
Hour?
Yeah, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did. If you did, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the prince were to take one of my girls for his bride. Did you go to sleep right after we left?
I was dreaming of what it must have been like at the ball.
You couldn't possibly imagine what it was like.
Maybe I have more imagination than you think. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you will ever see. Meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet a prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. The stars in the hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Worst nonsense I ever heard.
But, Mother...
Enough. Go to your rooms.
It's all Cinderella's fault.
Her trying to imagine what it was like at the ball.
It was nothing like that.
Nothing like it at all.
And I just realized she touched me. Ew, she touched me too.
And you, clean this place up. It looks like a pig pen.
Yes, stepmother.
Hear ye,
The prince intends to search until he finds a girl who fits the bill, but not the bill, the shoe, I mean, a shoe to fit a queen.
Next. Next. Next.
It's too small.
Next. 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 Okay, this is your last chance. Fix yourselves up. Make sure it fits. Come in.
That's my shoe! I would know that shoe anywhere! What the heck? Gah! It fits like a glove! Ow!
Next.
Let me out! Let me out!
Next.
It fit me perfectly at the ball! You struck it!
Is there anyone else in this house?
No, there was nobody else here.
What about Cinderella?
Who's Cinderella?
She's just a sort of chimney sweep and general help around here. There'd be no use trying the slipper on her. She didn't even attend the ball.
I have instructions to try the slipper on everyone. I'll check the rest of the house just to make certain there's no one else here.
How dare you come poking your nose into my business?
I thought this was the prince's business. He is the one trying the missing girl, isn't he?
But Cinderella? Missy, yeah, no.
Well, she is a girl.
Very well. There's no one else here.
What? I mean, I told you so.
But I don't understand. Where could she be? Of course, I know!
And you've tried the slipper on every young maiden.
Every young maiden that could be found, Your Highness. I'm sorry.
Thank you. You may go. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. I had no idea anyone was here.
Wait, do I know you from somewhere? Do you work in the palace?
No, Your Highness.
Maybe it's just an end to a dream. A dream that didn't come true about a glass slipper that didn't fit anyone.
Oh, Your Highness, you mustn't give up hope.
It was a waste of time. A wild goose chase. It was impossible.
But, Your Highness, impossible things happen every day.
And even foolish dreams come true?
Oh, yes. If you wish hard enough and believe in what you're wishing, even foolish dreams come true.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just a girl from the village. I'd better go. My stepmother will be wondering where I am.
I'm sure your stepmother will forgive you if you're a little late. If you're a little late. Wait, at least tell me your name before you go.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Silly name. Wouldn't like it. Wait, has anyone tried this slipper on you?
No, Your Highness.
It fits, the slipper fits, and I still don't know your name.
My name is Cinderella.
Cinderella, the most beautiful name in the world.
Impossible. Things are happening every day. Someone wants you know who. Now you're living. There's music in you. Now you'll hear something new. Someone's playing the music in you. Now you're living, you know why. Now there's nothing you won't try. Move a mountain, light the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. And love is the song we'll sing our whole life through. Move a mountain, light the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in you.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for white mice are easily turned to horses. Such folderol and fidelity of courses. Quite possible. For the world is full of sadies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these staff didn't do it, I just keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.